before I get into the video, I'm installing a new exhaust today. It's a Apexi, I think it's the N1. I bought it second hand, so I don't know the exact like the part number or anything like that. But it is a full stainless steel from the turbo all the way back, and it's made in Japan. It's really good quality. It's got like a 4.5-inch tip on the cannon, so it's massive and it sounds really good. I'm filming this after I've already installed it all. If you guys want to subscribe down below, that would really help out, and you can also hit that like button and let me know what you think of the exhaust. And yeah guys, let's get into the video. So this is the exhaust here. That's going to connect straight to the turbo, and then it goes all the way back, and we've got one cat there and just this long resonator there, and then it's all piped back to this massive cannon, and this is actually the Apexi exhaust. So it is JDM, it says made in Japan right there. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's the entire thing is stainless steel, so it should be really good quality. I picked it up pretty cheap, so we're going to chuck it in, and you can see there's a big silencer in the back of there. I might take that out depending on how loud it actually is. I don't think I'm going to keep the silencer on there. I do already have a full turbo back exhaust on the car. You would have seen in the videos, but we've got a dual exit, and this one is a high-tech exhaust, so it's made in Australia, but it is a high-tech exhaust, and you can see it's got silencers in there which you can't actually remove. And it does sound pretty good, and it looks pretty good actually, but I reckon this Apexi Canon exhaust is going to be a lot louder, and it's going to look a lot better. It actually mounts in there at an angle, so it should look really good and sound really good, so I'm pretty excited. So the first thing I'm going to do is just clean it up a bit. I'm just going to use a microfiber towel, and yeah, I don't have any polished stuff. I probably could use polish and clean it up a lot, but it's already, it's all stainless steel, so there isn't any rust or anything. It's just got lots of dirt on it, so I'm hoping if I just spray it with some, I don't know, WD-40 or something, and just clean off all the stuff, then hopefully it'll look a lot better. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is try and get these bolts undone there, and there's another set of bolts right down there. So we'll probably do that last one over there first, and I'll try and film it. I'm not sure if I'll be able to. So these hangers at the front came off pretty easily. That hanger there is no way I can get that out. You'd have to lift it up and push it over. So, there's this big hook, and I'm just not sure how to get that hook out. There's no, the exhaust can't tilt. There's no room. It just ends up hitting the top. So I'm gonna try and take the hanger off with the exhaust, but that's pretty difficult as well. But I'm just gonna come back when I get that off. Alright, so I ended up getting this off with the hanger on the actual thing. So I just had to jiggle the entire thing, but you can see what I meant when there's a big hook there, so there was no way that it was going to come off through that while it was under there, but we'll put that back onto the other exhaust. put it next to it actually. Grab this. So this is going to go like that. And this hanger here, I'll have to like put WD-40 on that and put it on there. And we will put a hose clamp around it just so it stays in place. But you can see here that the muffler is going to be angled sort of like that. So it will come out at a little bit of an angle compared to this one. And you can see these tips here. This tip is just massive compared to those ones. So I'm excited to see how it looks on the car. And hopefully it sounds a lot better because it's a smaller muffler as well, so I'm hoping it's a lot louder. I might actually start up the car without a muffler and just see what it sounds like. I always wanted to do like a muffler delete before I found that, just to make it a bit louder, but let's just start it up. Exhaust while we're trying to take it off. Let's get the other pipe off and then disconnect the downpipe as well. Alright, so all of these bolts came off so easily. It's really surprising because usually exhaust bolts are really hard to get off. There we go, we've got those ones off. And it just fell out. So that's the resonator and cap that used to be on there. And we're going to take off this downpipe now. That's pretty much it for underneath the car. All we have to do now is disconnect the turbo, or disconnect the downpipe from the turbo in the engine bay. Which shouldn't be too hard. I have done it a few times. When I did the gearbox on this car, the gearbox and the clutch I replaced, I had to take the downpipe out just to get the gearbox out because it covered it up a little bit. So it's pretty dark now, guys. I only just managed to get the last bolt for the downpipe off. So right down there in that little you can see the threads down in there in that hole. That should have the stud in there, but the stud actually ended up coming out with the bolt. So now I've got this here. I've got this here, which is the stud and the nut. So I'm not sure, every other time, I've taken this out like 3 or 4 times now. This is the first time it's ever actually come off and the nut wouldn't come off. It's just come out as one piece, which isn't really a good thing, but I'm hoping we can just put this back in, and when we do it up, it'll all be fine and it'll stay in there. But yeah, that was something that didn't happen last time. I've also got this new gasket, and it's actually like a 5-layer one, so it's got 5 layers of metal. And I bought that because I got the new turbo, but I'm just going to put it on now because may as well replace the gasket while we have it off. I'm going to have to put the camera down and put this in. I can't really see. It's getting dark, so I really want to get this in there because I need to drive the car tomorrow, and I can't really drive it with an open turbo like that. But yeah, I'll come back when I've got it all back in because it's pretty much just doing up the bolts I already showed you that I'm undoing. And then yeah, we'll see how it sounds and go for a quick drive. Alright, so it's the next day now, and I've just I didn't film last night. It got really dark, so I didn't want to film me just putting the exhaust back on. All it is just me putting the bolts back on that I took off. Everything fit up pretty good. Just the issue with one of the turbo studs. So I took one of the studs out of my new turbo that I haven't put in the car yet, so when I put that new turbo in, I'll just take that stud back out and put it in, instead of ordering another stud, which I don't really need. And then the nut, I just went and bought 2 new bolts and nuts, so I'll show you guys in a second, but I'll show you guys what it sounds like. Here's a cold start. I'll go out the back of the exhaust, but I don't know if you can hear it from in here, but it's pretty loud. It's a lot louder than I'm used to because I had that other exhaust for about 1.5 years, so it's super loud to me, but it might not be to someone else who's had a loud exhaust like this before. But I'm not too sure how well you can hear it on the camera, but it's got a really nice rumble to it. I really like this exhaust. And it has, it backfires and pops around like 2,500–3,000 revs on like, when you let off the throttle, it starts doing like little pops and stuff, so it's really cool. I really enjoy the sound of this, way better than the other one. The other one was just way too quiet. Like, it sounded good, but yeah, this one sounds really good. And when you open this one up, it's insane. Like, it's so loud. That's going to be it for the video today, guys. If you did enjoy, hit that like button down below. I think that the exhaust sounds really good. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I'm really excited to hear what you guys think about the new exhaust. It's pretty much exactly what I wanted. The old exhaust that I had, it was pretty quiet, but it sounded good still. I had it for about 1.5 years, so I needed to change it up. Now the car's a lot more exciting to drive. It sounds so good. It's really loud compared to the other one. It might not be that loud compared to like some V8 Commodores or anything like that, but it still sounds really good. It gives it the really nice Subaru rumble. And I do have some aftermarket headers and an up pipe, which also helps out the sound. So it's stainless steel all the way, like the headers are stainless steel, the up pipe's stainless steel. Then there's a turbo, and then it's stainless steel all the way back from there. So it's pretty much as loud as I can get it legally. In Australia, the laws are really strict. Like, you have to have, if the car comes with a catalytic converter and it comes with a resonator and a muffler, you have to have all 3 of those things. It doesn't really matter what, like, you can get a straight through resonator or like a high flow cat, but you do have to have it. You cannot straight pipe a car in Australia. You'll just get pulled over and defected straight away. So this is pretty much as loud as I can get it. I think it sounds really good, and I wouldn't really want it any louder anyway. But yeah, guys, If you did enjoy the video, hit that subscribe button for more videos, and yeah guys, I'll see you next time.